Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Alhamdulillah, I am fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. And I hope that you are all fine. As we all know, the current situation of the country and entire world due to the coronavirus. So the management of the King School has been decided to start an online class. Because the academy is never stopped. What is the procedure of online class? So I have wrote down all the keys point. First you have to buy a mass copy or register. I will give you a lecture. Each chapter consists of 4 to 5 lecture and as per the length of the chapters. For example, in question number 1, we have 8 part, and out of that 8 part, I will solve 4, and the remaining could be your homework. At the end of the chapter, I will give you a worksheet or assignment that will submit as per the instruction. The all work you have to do in your mass copy. First we write in arithmetic question. We have a chapter 1, Introduction to Set. Introduction to Set. The second chapter is Natural and Whole Number. The third chapter in the arithmetic question is Factor and Multiplier. The fourth chapter is Factorization. Now move towards in algebra question. We have only one chapter, Introduction to Algebra. And in geometry question, the first chapter is Basic Concept of Geometry. Basic concept of geometry, and second one is construction of line segment. There is to kindly note down the syllabus, construction of line segment. So we have a 7 number of chapters in our midterm examination, in which 4 we have arithmetic. In algebra we have only one chapter because this is the first time you are going to read algebra, so I just include one chapter in midterm syllabus. And in geometry we have 2 chapters, Basic Concept of Geometry and Construction of Line Segment. Dear student, kindly note down the syllabus in your register. We are going to start a new chapter, that is Introduction to Set. Before going to start this chapter, first we have to understand what is set. A set is a collection of well-defined objects. A set is a collection of well-defined objects. For example, in our daily life, we use couple of sentences like bunch of flower, pack of card, cricket team. So in these couple of examples, we have a word like bunch, pack and team represent set. Bunch represent a set of flower, pack represent a complete set of cards, and a team represent a set of cricket team. I hope that you understand the definition of set. Actually, it is a collection of any object which can be well defined. Now, move towards another definition, that is well defined set. Well defined set. A well defined set is one which has a specific property by which you can easily identify. You can easily identify. Well-defined set is one which has a specific property by which you can easily identify. Example, if we have a Mercury, Venus, Earth, so we can say that it is a set of planet in solar system. We have another example like A, E, I, O, U. We can say that it is a set of vowels in English alphabet. Now, what is the set which you cannot define well? I am going to write an example, the set which you can't define well. For example, a group of popular children in our class. This is the set. This is the example of a set which you can't define well, because every teacher, every individual has their own likeness or dislikeness. We have another example, a group of interesting book. Same as it is, everyone has their own choice, likeness and dislikeness about the book. So these two examples that you cannot define well, because everyone has unique choice. The answer of that set will be different from others. I hope, student, that you can easily understand a set which you can well define and a set which you can't be well defined. I also mentioned couple of examples which help you to understand and make difference between well-defined set and not well-defined set. Now move towards a set. For example, A is a set of even number. A is a set of even number less than 12. So I can say that these all are the member or element of the set. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These all are the member or element of the set. And on page number 3, the definition of element or member mentioned. The object in a set are called member or element of the set. The object. These all are the object of a set. Now, if I say that to this sign E represent belongs. This E represent belongs. On page number 3. So if this 2 belongs to A set or not? If yes, then write this symbol. For example, I'm going to write 3. Is that 3 belongs to A? Obvious not. Because in this set, 3 is not the element of the set. So we can write as not belongs to. Same as 4 dash. Is that belongs to A or not? Yes. 4 belongs to set A. Like 5 is belong to set A or not? It is not present in the set. So we can write not belongs to. Now students, we are going on our exercise, and that is exercise number 1A. Question 1 is, pick out the well-defined set from the following. First one is A. Test cricket team of Pakistan. Test cricket team of Pakistan. We all know the Test cricket team of Pakistan right now is available. So it is a well-defined set. We can write as well-defined set. Number 2 is tasty food item. Again, everyone has their own choice. So, not well-defined set. Third one is Prime Minister of Pakistan. Yes, Imran Khan is the sitting Prime Minister of Pakistan. So we can write as well-defined set. Fourth one is naughty student in your class. Every teacher has their own choice. So it is not well defined. We have 8 part in this question. So remaining part from 5 to 8 will be your homework. And you have to complete all the part 1 to 8. 1 to 8 in your register. This is the title page of the book which we use in this session. Now students, I hope that you completely understand the lecture. If you have any question, then kindly write your question, your name and the subject name in this group. Remember one thing, that your name and the subject name is mandatory against your question. Thank you so much.